Hey Libras, I hope you guys are doing great. This is going to be your general life reading for August 1st through the 15th. If you want to skip the card pull and go straight to your messages, feel free to click the timestamp in the description box below. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. So, I'm going to first pull a couple of oracle cards. All right. To see what the overall energy is surrounding this reading for you guys. And the first one that we have is Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. And let's grab another oracle card and see what other energies, are surrounding you. And we have tick-tock. All right, we'll see how those fit into your overall reading. Let's get into some tarot and start first with your current energy. All right, current energy for my Libras. We have the King of Cups and we have the Three of Pentacles. For what's currently hidden from you, what's currently hidden is the Seven of Wands. For advice from Spirit. Oh, wow. That was a few that came out. We have the Ace of Swords. We have Death in reverse. And we also have the Sun in reverse. And for your potential outcome for my Libra collective, we have Judgment. All right. Let's grab another tarot deck and see if we can clarify these messages a little bit further. Starting again with your current energy, and we have a lot going on. We have the Three of Cups, we have the Foolish Man. For what's currently hidden from you, what's currently hidden from my Libra collective, wow, two more. We have the Five of Wands and we have the Princess of Wands. For advice from Spirit, we have the Five of Swords. And for your potential outcome, wow, we have two that came out. We have the Empress in reverse and we have the Seven of Wands. All right, let's get some Lenormands and get some final messages before we get into the reading. Your current energy, false person. What's currently hidden from you? Oh, Lord. Okay, wealthy man. Advice from Spirit. Advice from Spirit, mature woman. And your potential outcome, poverty. All right, Libra, your cards were real aggressive. Let's get into this. So for the overall energy, we have tick-tock and we also have unconditional love. So it feels as though timing is an important factor in whatever's happening around you right now. You may have a sense of impatience is sort of what I'm feeling, that you want things to move along, but it also feels as though there are probably some challenges that are around you right now. And, this concept of unconditional love, that can be hard, right? Because it's like, how am I supposed to love this bullshit that I'm going through right now? How am I supposed to love me when I'm not feeling so great about life? How am I supposed to love other people when they're not treating me well? And so I feel like this is not a situation where you necessarily have to love what's happening in this moment, but to love the growth that will come from it, to love the lessons that you will learn, the things that these experiences will teach you. But I feel very much as though there's a huge component of time that is important for you right now. So maybe it's a matter of divine timing. Maybe it's a matter of you moving forward expeditiously in some way, shape, or form. But time is what's sort of surrounding this reading. Lessons and time. So looking at your current energy, we have the King of Cups, we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Three of Cups, we have the Foolish Man, and we have False Person. So Libra, these are interesting cards for your energy because it actually feels as though things were good things were really, really good once upon a time, that you were sort of living the life you love, that you were taking chances, that you were out exploring this big, beautiful world. You were kind of living life on your terms, that you were building, um, building partnerships, relationships with other people. And something may have come in to shake that up a little bit, that made you look at things differently, that you may have feel duped or betrayed or hoodwinked, bamboozled, run amok, like all of that by someone. It feels as though someone came in and sort of shook up your happy place. So, looking at what's currently hidden from you, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Princess of Wands. And we also have Wealthy Man. So, what this feels like is that you are trying to come out of this place where you are on guard, where you have your guard up, where you feel the need to sort of defend yourself against other people. I think almost because you were disappointed, because you thought someone was what they didn't actually turn out to be, right? They had a mask on, and they hid things from you, and it kind of it knocked you off center, and it feels like you're trying to get back to that. I think what you don't see is that you will. It's going to take a little bit of time. I think it's going to take baby steps. I don't think that you have quite the same amount of passion that you did prior to whatever this was that happened. But what you don't see is that, in as much as this person was terrible, and they didn't do right by you, there is someone else that's coming in that has far more to offer you. And again, I'm not looking at this in the romantic sense. This is just, in life. Maybe this was a boss that screwed you over, or a colleague, or a classmate, or whatever, a business partner. There is someone coming in who has much more to offer than this person did. Where they were wearing a mask, this one is, they're out there, they're abundant, they're comfortable and confident within themselves. They don't need the trickery, they don't need the shenanigans, they don't have to put on a facade. Looking at the advice from Spirit, we have the Ace of Swords, we have Death in reverse, we have the Sun in reverse, we have the Five of Swords, and we also have Mature Woman. And so what I'm feeling like Spirit is saying is that now is the time for you to embrace the lessons that you've learned from this situation. This is the time for you to sort of speak truth into this situation. And you're going to have to guard against falling into this rut where you're disappointed, where you're unhappy, where you feel like you have to sort of fight, right? Where you, I don't want to have to say fight everybody and everything, but it feels as though Spirit is saying that you don't necessarily have to be this guarded with everybody in your life. I mean, of course, I think it's healthy to not be completely vulnerable until you have an understanding of who it is that you're dealing with and the situation that you're in. But this is telling you to sort of be reasonable with it. To not let this person be a reflection on everything in your life, because you were good. You were good before they brought their bullshit in. And if you eliminate that person, guess what? You can be good again. And clearing them out will open up space for someone better to come in to help you, who's supportive, who will not screw you over. So, maybe the lesson in this is just to be discerning, right? To evaluate people on their own merits, and don't let this situation change you. Don't let it keep you from your happiness. Don't think that you have to walk around swinging at everybody, because you don't. So what we have for your potential outcome, we have judgment. We have the Empress in reverse, we have the Seven of Wands, and we also have poverty. So I think in the immediate future, you're going to feel a little left out there. You're going to feel a little bit drained, right? You're going to feel as though something was taken from you. And it was, your happiness. It feels as though, you give up a little bit of your power to this situation. But I think that it's a matter of timing before you get out of that energy and you start fighting to get back to your happy place, not fighting other people, but to get back to where it was you were before, where you had these good partnerships, where you had this happiness, where you were taking these leaps of faith, where you were comfortable and confident within yourself. And I think this situation is going to come to a resolution. I think that it's going to work out better for you than it is for this other person. So that's not necessarily something that you need to be focused on. I think that out of this situation, this person is going to lose much more than you do. So that will be resolved. And I think at some point, again, it's a matter of timing where you embrace the lessons that you've learned and you get back to your happy place. Let the chips fall where they may with this person, but I don't think that they're going to be particularly happy about how things turn out for them. So I'm going to grab one last oracle card for you and see what final message Spirit has for you, Libra. Okay. And we have two that came out. The first one that we have is nurture yourself first. And the second card that we have is do what you love. So I feel like these cards are confirmation from Spirit that in this, you need to take care of you. This unconditional love needs to be poured back into you, right? This situation took some energy out of you. It took some of the wind out of your sails. But there's a lesson to be had if you look deep enough. And I think that you will see that you had the capacity to be in this wonderful place before, and there is literally no reason that you cannot return to that place. It's going to come from being gentle with yourself. It's going to come from taking care of yourself after this situation. It's getting you back on track with what you've worked so hard to craft out of your life. So this is all about loving yourself and being gentle with yourself. Again, this person is not a reflection on you, and they're not a reflection of other people who are better for you, who are meant to cross your path, who will not treat you the way this false person did. But you don't need to worry about anything, because I think the universe and your spirit squad is going to handle this just fine. You're going to be okay. It's a matter of timing. You're going to be fine. This person, not so much. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Libra. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that it resonated with you somehow. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.